Stephanie here again from Stephanie Stitches. Thank you for coming back for Vlogmas Day 2. Today I decided I'm going to sew up my cotton cuts puzzle mystery clue. This is clue 5 of the Olympia quilt. I am doing the Simone colorway. So it's purple batiks. Real pretty. There's the back so you can see that. I love it. So I want to tell you guys a little bit about cotton cuts. The cotton cuts, if you don't know, cottoncuts.com, they do a puzzle mystery quilt twice a year, and you get one clue. So it comes in a package like this, all nice and cut for you, 10 months in a row, and at the end you have a finished quilt. There's two sizes to pick from, a small and a large. The small is 48 by 60, I believe, and the large is 72 by 72. The reason I decided to tell you about this today is because December 3rd, or tomorrow, is the sign up for the next one. This one was named Olympia, and they named each clue after an Olympic champion, and mine was Simone, after Simone Biles. But the next one is called So Sweet, which is kind of fun. It's kind of, they're named after desserts, like there's powdered and churro, and I can't remember some of the other ones off the top of my head, but it sounds like a lot of fun. And there's 14 different colorways to choose from. They do sell out some of the colorways fast, because there's like a Tula pink and all different fabric designers. So like I said, 14 colorways, so something for everyone. The cost is $18.75 per month, which includes shipping, for the small quilt, and $28.50 per month for the large quilt. If you pay all up front, you get a 20% off coupon for a one-time purchase in their fabric store or their online shop, which you could do fabrics or patterns or combination. And they do ship international. International shipping, I believe, I'm sorry, I didn't look it up. I think it's $9.95 a month, but don't quote me. It'll say online. But I do believe that Kim, who is the owner of Cotton Cuts, Kim Moose, she said if you pay all up front for the entire program for international, that your shipping will be free. And they'll ship you all the fabric at one time, and then they'll email you the pattern each month. So that's another way to get your shipping cost reduced, especially for international. I know how expensive it can be since I have my own shop. So that's a little bit of information about Cotton Cuts. I will link down below in the description box the link directly to the sign-up, since the sign-ups are tomorrow morning. They're at 7 a.m. Central Standard Time, which I'm in Eastern Time, so for me that's 8 a.m. You'll have to figure based on where you're at what time it is. But if you are interested at all, a lot of the colorways sell out really quickly, sometimes within the first hour. So if there's one that you have your eye on, I would get it right away. I've got my eye on several, so I haven't decided yet, so I guess I need to do that today. I need to decide which one I want. There was a purple one that grabbed my eye right away, but obviously the Olympia one that I'm working on now is purple, so I didn't want to do another purple quilt, although it was gorgeous. And there was another boutique quilt that's called Puff Puff, and it's greens and blues, which anybody that knows me knows how much I love those colors. But again, I have another quilt I'm working on with the same colors. So I'm kind of looking at the fall one, which I believe is apple cider or cider, and a couple other ones, but I'll decide real soon and let you guys know. But maybe by the time I get this up, I'll have a decision made. And if I do, I'll put it in the box below. I'm definitely doing a small one. I've tried to do large ones before, and just for me, for my schedule, even though everything is pre-cut, which is the best part of this, as you can see, all the pieces come in the bag, all cut for you, so no need for this, which is amazing. The large one can be a little bit big for me because I only have a little bit of time to sew, so the small is perfect. So I'll definitely be doing a small. I just need to pick my colorway. So all that being said, I'm going to stop talking and get to sewing. So open my packet. And I like these bags that they put these in. I reuse them. I put my clues back in them until the end, and then sometimes when I'm making other things after the quilt is done, I will just use those for storage. So recycling. Okay, so inside there's a card that says head to cottoncuts.com/blog or scan this code for the inspiration. You can imagine. Check out our Cottonville Cuts inspiration blog. And they work with a bunch of makers, some on YouTube. Ian, I'm sorry, Ian, I can never remember her name on YouTube. The Kilted Crafted Quilter or something. Anyway, he's on YouTube. I know he's on their blog and a few other people, so he's amazing. I will also link him below because he sews these clues every month on his YouTube channel. So I'll link him for you guys. You can take a peek if you want to see more about this. And then they always send this Cotton Cuts block of the month. And it tells you how to make this block if you want to. And then on the back, there's a coloring sheet, and you can color in the blocks. And if you post this on social media, you have a chance to win some, I think it's fabric. So you color this in and post it, I believe, on Facebook or Instagram at pound CC Color Challenge, which is Cotton Cuts, CC Color Challenge, and you can win a prize. I think it's fabric, I'm pretty sure. So that's fun. And then there's a piece of cardboard. And then each month you get the clue for what you're going to be working on and all your fabric. Now, when you start a Cotton Cuts Puzzle Mystery Quilt, you get your colors on this paper, and they're labeled like A through H, and then you're binding this time around. So you want to hang on to this the entire program, because they don't label the fabrics when they send them to you. You have to hang on to your color card. But it's really nice to have that. So it looks like I've got some B fabrics this time. And here's my fabrics. This is B. And this is H. I like to put them in order so they're easy when I'm sewing them to find them. This is F. This one is E. They're all batiks, they're all purples. A. And D. Awesome. Alright, so I'm going to get started here. Bag aside. It looks like we're making 4 different pieces of the puzzle. So 2 of these and 2 of these. So join square A to square E. So square A, which is my dark purple, to an E. And then it looks like we're going to put another A on the other side of E. So it's going to be the dark purple, this color, and then another dark purple. And I'm going to make 4 of those. The nice thing about having all these fabrics pre-cut is you can get this done really quickly. And most of the time on the Cotton Cuts directions, there is pressing instructions. So you'll want to follow those to make sure that all your pieces nest together, because when they write the patterns, they think about that. So it looks like this one, we're going to press towards the dark purple or out. So I'm going to put all these together and then I'll press them. I'll probably chain pieces to make it go faster, but I should have thought about that when I started. I work from home now, but I used to work out of the home, so, I have 4 kids, so when I started doing these when I worked out of the home, and I was happy to discover it because I didn't have time then to cut fabric. I've got a little bit more time now, but they've taken out, I feel like, the longest step of quilting. Or at least for me it is. It takes me a long time to cut. Even after these years of quilting, I feel I get nervous, and so it takes me longer to cut. This one's needs to start. There's one on it. There we go. That was quick and easy. There's all 4 of those. Now it says we need to join squares E and squares F, and we need to make 2 of those. And it looks like those are all going to nest together. The ones that, the first set that we just made in these, to make some 9 patches. So there's those pieces. Now I'm going to press those so I can make the 9 patches. So these ones I'm going to press towards the center. The one where I only had to make 2. And these guys I'm going to press towards the outside. Nose itches today. And like I said, she's got the pressing directions on the instructions, so kind of help you out a little bit, so you don't have to think. These quilts are really great for a beginner because everything's cut and it's very precise. Most beginner quilters, that's the thing that they panic about the most, is the cutting and the precision. So as long as you can sew 1/4-inch seam, that's all you need to do, is have a sewing machine and be able to sew 1/4-inch seam. and you can make this. This one does not want to press out. It wants to go in. There we go. We made him drop. Okay, now I'm going to put these guys together like a 9-patch. So I'm going to take like one of my dark pieces with the dark purple, put it together like that, and then add another dark purple at the bottom. And you can pin at your seams if you like. I'm not going to fuss too much with that. I'm just going to make sure like I can feel that they're nested with my fingers. If you're a beginner, you may want to pin there in each seam. And after I pass that seam, if you're not pinning, I usually line up the next one. Again, I can feel that those are nested. Okay, so they also show you, after you get to this point, which way to press this seam. And it looks like we press this one up and the next one I put on down. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. That guy will be out of the way when I add the next row. Oh, I love when you press and your seams match up. It's a good feeling. So that matched up pretty well. Okay, next row. Okay, so here's one 9-patch, and I'm going to sew the second one. I'm going to fast forward it because you guys don't need to probably sit here and watch me sew every single thing. So I'm going to go ahead and sew this. Okay, so I'm done with those 9 patches. The next step is to take rectangle D, which is this color, and rectangle B, which is this color, and rectangle H, and we're going to sew them in that order, D, B, H, all of the pieces. So we're going to have, looks like 4 sets of 3 strips when we're done here. Each piece. I'm going to grab one of each piece and show you the first one, and then I'll chain piece the rest. And it looks like on these we press towards the centerpiece, B. And somebody's standing here reminding me. So this is what this one's going to look like. So we're going to do this 3 more times. So I'm going to sew these and fast forward them. I'll come back with you guys. Okay, there's those 4 pieces. As you can see, halfway in the middle, I lost the game of Bob and Chicken. So that's okay, I had one ready to go. So there's those 4 pieces. Now, we're going to take the pieces that we just made and attach them to our 9 patch. And it looks like, yeah, it looks like the A pieces, which are the 4 purple corners, are going top and bottom, and then this piece is going to join right next to it, one on either side. And again, you may want to pin these if you are a beginner, because you'll want to nest these seams. I just really hate pinning, so I do anything I can to avoid it. And then it looks like we iron these out away from the 9 patch. Yay. Seems lined up. So that's what it's starting to look like. There's what it's going to look like when you're all done. And you're going to make 2 of these. So I'm going to finish the second one, and then on to the next part of the quilt. Okay, so these guys you're going to label 5A. So some months, if you're new to Cotton Pets, you're going to have more than one section in each clue. So this is labeled section 5A, these 2 pieces. I'm going to put those in the bag. And now we have to work on section 5B. And this is, we're making 2 of these. Let's see, fabric B and fabric H. Okay. We made something similar to this one of the other months, so remember how it goes together. It shouldn't take too long. Remember, pressing was the key to this one, to make this clue come out correctly in the previous month. Sometimes in this quilt you'll find, or I found in these mystery quilts, that you have clues that look either the same or very similar in different months. And you'll see at the end why, because sometimes those pieces fit in the quilt like a they're they're like symmetrical in the quilt, so like somewhere in the quilt. So it's a little confusing when you're doing the quilt, but at the end it all comes together and it works. So it looks like we're pressing these all towards the B fabric. So this is what it's starting to look like. So I'm just going to keep going on both of these, kind of fast forward, and I'll meet you guys at the end. So here are the pieces for section 5B. So that's all there is. So that was clue 5. Clue 5 means we are halfway through this quilt, which is super exciting. I can't wait for it to be put all together. Purple and blue is are my two favorite colors, so this is going to be exciting to see what this looks like at the end. So again, I have clue 5B, and then clue 5A, oops, upside down, of Simone. And it's all done. Thanks so much for watching today and sewing along with me if you have this. And if you didn't sew this, if you sewed something else, or if you just watched, thanks for hanging out. The word of the day today is snowman. And I will be back tomorrow with some more quilting fun. Thanks so much for hanging out. Bye!